Hello everyone, and welcome to the first of many, probably, Destiny 2 Xur videos. If you're new to Destiny, Xur is a vendor that only shows up on the weekends from Friday reset to Sunday reset who sells exotic items. A weapon is sold for 29 Legendary Shards, and then 3 exotic armor pieces for 23 shards, one for each class. He will appear in a random spot every week, although in Destiny 1 there were only so many locations he would spawn into. You don't really need to look for him. He's just kind of marked on your map. Thought we were going to have to go search for him, but nope. Just need to check the different planets and find his little icon. This week, he's on Nessus in the Watcher's Grave. Only takes about, 10 seconds to go get him. He's up in that tree there. So let's go see what he's got. Here he is. In case you're new, you don't know what he looks like. That's the old tentacle face. There you go. All right, Xur. What do you got?
My will is not my own. Is yours.
So, looking at his inventory, yeah, I'll say that right now, I think this might be the best week of Xur we will ever see. And if it's not, it is definitely way up there. Looks like he has been stripped of all of the other items that he used to have, and he's just down to the exotics now. We're going to have a quick moment of silence for the loss of our rare blue quality Sparrow drive upgrades. It also appears that the power level of the items scales with your level up to what I believe is a cap of 270. I had someone say that they were item level 124, power level 124, and items from Xur were power level 215. And I was kind of hoping he would have some of those Destiny 1 style doodads to get, just kind of random items, maybe some shaders or something, but no, oh well. It's just the exotics. So, let's get to it. The weapon of the week is Merciless, the fusion rifle. The 2 perks on this weapon are non-lethal hits with this weapon make weapon charge times faster until you get a kill, and then reloading immediately after a kill increases your weapon damage for a short time. At this time, I think this is potentially one of the best power weapons in the game for any sort of boss damage or long-term damage. I do not own this. I was not able to get it. I'm going to buy one right now.
This is always exciting.
Okay, a lot of things going on. I was not able to get this during the first week, so I'm very excited to try it out and see how it does. But from what I've been hearing from other people, it is pretty darn good. I'm not going to do any raid spoilers here just yet, but I think this thing does have a place in the raid in early encounters, maybe not too much later, but definitely earlier encounters. I still need to play with the thing to, test it out and all that kind of stuff. But if you're swimming in shards already and you already have the exotic armor listed this week, I would say you should highly consider getting this. Hunters, you are getting Raiden Flux, the chest armor. The main perk on the armor is Synapse Junctions, where quick successive attacks with Arc Staff increase its damage output and duration. From what I've been able to tell, this is the Arc Strider chest armor to have. I don't have a Hunter just yet, but again, I'm just going to buy this. But anytime I've asked about Arc Strider, come on back. I keep hitting the wrong button. Anytime I've asked about Arc Strider, I've just heard from people that the chest armor is insane. It's really good, and the perk on it seems very, very good. Almost like what they wanted Mask of the Third Man to be, or something like that. It makes your super last way longer, and Arc Strider in PvE with this chest, pretty lethal. Pretty lethal. I would definitely pick this up if you have the shards and play Arc Strider a lot. Even if you don't, if you have the shards, I would grab anything I could get at this point. This music's way too intense for what I'm doing right now. Titans. You're getting the Doom Fang pauldrons. I got them on right now. In fact, I'm just going to let's do that so we match here. Wait. There we go. Doom Fangs. I love these things. The main perk on the armor is Horns of Doom, where shield bash, melee kills recharge your shield throw on your super, and melee ability kills recharge your sentinel super. These were a reward during the story. I believe all the items, by the way, were rewards during the story. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I fell in love with these immediately, especially after I unlocked the bottom section of my Sentinel subclass, Code of the Aggressor, where you get another shield to throw. These gloves, along with Code of the Aggressor in the Sentinel tree, allow you to throw shields basically non-stop as long as there are enemies in the area, and that is really good for picking off a lot of low-tier enemies. It's basically throw, melee, throw, melee, throw, melee. You can chain a lot of shield throws together with this, and it also comes highly recommended for PvE. Maybe not PvP so much, because it doesn't have as much, you're not fighting as many people, or you're not fighting as many enemies in PvP, but in PvE, for the most part, highly recommended. Warlocks. You are getting Wings of Sacred Dawn, one of the best looking exotics in the game, in my opinion. Makes me feel like I'm in a Korean MMO. They look really crazy. Unfortunately, that doesn't mean much for the strength of the item, because it is essentially a buffed version of Angel of Light, which was a perk that wasn't really used very much in Destiny 1. The perk is, when Dawnblade is equipped, aiming weapons in midair keeps you in midair for a short time, and precision hits extend the timer. I appreciate that they buffed this Destiny 1 perk, but that's not going to change the fact that it completely stops you from moving in midair, and you stick out like crazy. So in PvP, you can see how that might be a problem. You might fool some people at the start, maybe they're not ready for it. But after that, they're going to catch on. Respect to the one dude I saw trying to use it. I personally don't think it's super great. In PvE, I'm a min-maxer. I like to optimize my loadouts for getting as much power as possible, and this thing does not boost your power at all. I'm trying to think of any times in the raid where you might want to have this effect, and nothing immediately comes to mind. As I used to call them in Destiny 1, though, this is a do-a-thing exotic, where I can't really put a static value on the ability. It just does a thing, it does an ability, and if you can make it work for you, and you like it, then great, you should use it. But as a min-maxer kind of guy, I don't think you need this, at least at this current moment. I don't think there's a reason to use it, especially over something like Lunafaction boots, which are really good. But again, it is one of the best looking items in the game, hands down. Do a little swoop. And that's your Zur Week 1 for Destiny 2. If you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're a veteran of the channel, thank you for sticking around. I've been working my butt off to get raid guides out to you as fast and as accurately as possible, but I think I actually need to sleep tonight because I've been getting 3 to 5 hours of sleep most nights since launch, and I really just need to take a day to get some sleep. A lot of people have been asking about highest damage weapons, weapon damage comparisons, and such, like all that kind of stuff. It's coming. I promise you, it's coming. I just need a little bit more time to get the other stuff out first. I really want to start talking exotics because I've fallen way behind on that. I've basically not talked about exotics at all. But the raid guides are more of a long-term thing. I think they're more helpful immediately, and that's kind of what I'm known for. So I'm hoping they grow over the year, and I just really want to get them out first. So once those are out, we'll start talking about exotics a little bit more. We'll start diving into that world. Otherwise, as usual, description has your Datto weekly update. I'm heading to bed. Thank you all very much for watching. Have a great weekend, and I will see you next time.